Hey everyone, happy Christmas, happy New Year, happy Hanukkah. I'm in Brooklyn. It's it's Boxing Day, Canada Boxing Day, the 26th.
UK.
Oh, UK, sorry. The camera operator and I just went to the art supply store and got some printing inks, block printing inks and stuff. And we're walking back to our apartment. The camera operator made a really cool lino block carving of Andy, and we did some test prints, and we're gonna fine tune it a little more. So we wanted to try some different inks. So yeah, what's going on? Tomorrow I'm recording a podcast with Nicole, and we're gonna feature a post from Medium, and the title is something like, oh, I could look it up on my phone while I'm talking to you, because you can do that with an iPhone. Let's see, Nicole. I'm staring at my phone and walking at the same time, and this is what drives me crazy about
And
people.
talking.
Yes, walking and talking. And the post is called 50 Things I Know. Sasha, I'll link to it here. Sasha with an S, and then Chapin.substacks.com. And they're great. One of them, which I will reveal, is breathe better. Instead of breathing from your upper chest, focus on breathing from your pelvis, basically.
Elvis.
And that's what's called, I'm pretty sure that is diaphragmatic breathing, which is something that respiratory therapists are big on. We're at 8th Avenue here, and it's the busiest avenue, I think, besides 4th. There's just a lot of traffic here sometimes. And now it is free and clear. So yeah, I think that'll be fun.
Are you jaywalking?
Yeah, we are jaywalking.
Oh, jaywalking's there's no such thing anymore. It was just overruled or something. Seriously.
Right.
I'm not kidding.
They eliminated jaywalking as an offense in New York City. I think because
It's not enforceable.
it was also used as a catch-all. I could be wrong about that, but it was a Mayor Giuliani era law. He didn't like it, so they made it a law. But anyway, that I just kind of like lists of things that people just put out there as kind of observations about what they've learned in life. And the other one he talks about is having a party and how it should be. And I completely agree that the way to have a party, it's very important. You can't just have it in like a sterile office lunchroom, That just doesn't work. You're like, oh, yay, we work here. Or you can't have it in like the community center, because it just is, there's basketballs in the corner. And
There's a whole thing about that called the art of gathering, where you need a purpose for all of your social things. You need some glue. The art of gathering is awesome.
See, I didn't know this at all. We should talk more.
With a phone between us.
So we're going to go inside the apartment and continue with a couple other topics here. And, I can pause this.
Should we have some music playing in the background? Peanuts music?
I could lay it in the edit.
I think people can imagine their favorite Peanuts song.
Yeah. We watched the Peanuts, the classic Christmas Peanuts.
Yes.
Which is about 30 minutes long. I always thought it was longer when I was a kid.
No, I think it's less than 30 minutes.
25 minutes? Anyway, it's on Apple Plus, I think.
It is.
But that was a childhood memory.
And then
Andy got a new toy from my in-laws came to visit, and they bring toys for the pups. And one of the toys looks like a purple octopus that's stuffed with, it sounds like plastic bags.
it crinkles. Dogs love that sound. It sounds like you're unwrapping Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Or eating something from the dump, as you would say.
So we got a belated Christmas present. It was free.
It wasn't belated as much as it was just in time.
It was kind of karmic.
Yeah. We got back from Connecticut. I was walking the dogs along. Can I tell them where?
Yeah.
Prospect Park West. And there's this big place. Oh, that's the octopus you hear in the background. It's not Peanuts music at all. And I walked by this big section where you're supposed to bring your recycled trees after you're done with them. Instead of just throwing them in the garbage, you bring them to the park so they can recycle them and use them as mulch and stuff.
Right, they'll chip them up.
They'll chip them up for you. So, and it's kind of funny because you assume that people will bring their Christmas trees after Christmas, but actually, because so many people here travel, the pile is enormous before Christmas. So,
yeah, New York City kind of empties out.
Yeah.
Holiday.
So and it was Christmas Day, and I walked by it, and I was like, wow, not only were there recycled Christmas trees, but there were Christmas trees that clearly the Christmas tree farmers or the markets had.
The curbside sellers, the guys that sell them on the sidewalk.
And they just hadn't been purchased, so they just chucked them in that pile, and so they were essentially...
Brand new.
I'll put quotes around it. Brand new Christmas trees.
They were in that netting, that mesh netting that makes them kind of cylindrical.
Yeah, so no one had even taken them for a tree test drive or anything. They were just brand new. So I saw them, and I had Andy and Spike with me, and we were walking by, and I was like, oh, let's go get Eric and get a tree. And it's Christmas Day. We don't have a tree this year because we're back and forth, and we're just like, it's too much. So I decided we needed a rescue tree. So I came back and I got Eric. And we went back and we picked out a cute little tree and we decorated it lickety-split.
Yeah.
And now it's our Christmas tree. It's beautiful.
It was great. And the beauty of what I love about living in a brownstone that is several apartments is we have each of us has a storage space in the basement. And some apartment buildings, they're divided with like 2x4s and chicken mesh,
Like a cage?
Each person, and you could easily cut through the wire and get to the cage, but get to their stuff. But ours is just like kind of delineated by, okay, that rectangle over there is yours, Eric. And so we had gotten this tree, and I'm thinking, how am I going to put this thing up? I thought I could put it in a corner and put some fishing line into the plaster walls to hold it up. And then I went into the basement to see if I could think of something. And I'm like, surely one of our neighbors has a Christmas tree stand.
That they're not using.
And sure enough, one of our neighbors, it was like on top of... And so we texted that person who we are friendly with, we know them. And they said, absolutely, we would love it if you would use our Christmas tree stand.
Yes.
And it was kind of broken.
It was very broken.
It looked like someone had stood on the ring that holds the tree. But anyway, I took it apart. It's, you just take the 4 bolts out, and I bent it back into place. So I also fixed the tree stand.
And you also put the little pads underneath it.
Yeah, so it won't scratch our floor. So, and now we have a free tree. Trees are, across the country, trees are expensive.
Yeah.
Christmas trees are.
Definitely.
So that was kind of fun. And then we will take it back to the same drop-off point to be recycled.
Yes. So it will go back to its rescue pile place. That rescue pile was tall. And there were 2. Did you see the one behind it? There were 2 rescue piles.
Yes. I will post a link to a photo we took of me, and I'm going to put it on the Garden Fork Patreon page, and it'll be open to the public. And you can look at that, and then you can maybe think about become a patron of Garden Fork. Is it a patron or a Patreon? People call it a Patreon, and that to me sounds weird. So I kind of like it, the Medici family of Italian, I don't know if they were monarchs or just incredibly rich people that supported artists. And they basically, the Medici family are the patrons of artists, and the artists would perhaps live in their villa or, in the art studio, and they would make art for them. I don't know if, if you were being supported by the Medici family, do you make paintings for them and just give them to them, or do you make paintings and then also you get paid for the painting?
I don't know.
But anyway, the Patreon, I really like the guy that started Patreon, Jack Conte. He is a creator. He's a musician, and he was very frustrated with trying to make money on YouTube. And he was on the phone with his friend who was a software developer, and he said, "There's got to be a place, a website where you could have people support you without having to go through YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. It's just direct from the creator to the supporter.
From the people to the people."
And his buddy called him the next, 3 days later, and he said, "I built it." And so they partnered, and
That's a kind friend to have.
boom. Yeah. But anyway, cup of coffee a month. You get the after show. You get pictures of the Labradors. Me just talking into the phone, kind of little walk and talks.
I think I get this all for free.
Yeah, well, it's because you have to listen to me.
It's not free either.
No, I am very expensive. But anyway, and then we shot a little garden fork update video, which I edited up at the little house, and then I came down here and I brought the wrong project file, and I was so annoyed. And then I just decided right now at this moment, I'm going to just lay in the music and the titles, the text over the video. I don't know, whatever you call it. Because when I make a video, I often don't explain things very well. Like in the video, we're talking about the dead battery in our Subaru. And I said, "Oh, you should get a trickle charger." And I just assume everyone knows what a trickle charger is for your car. And they don't.
And they don't.
So I just add some additional text on the video to kind of explain that. So that version of the file, of the edit file, it's called an edit sequence or timeline, is up at my computer at the little house. But I'm just going to lay that back in again. It'll take less than an hour, and post it. Because I like to, what's that startup thing where they iterate and release, iterate, break, release? It's kind of like how SpaceX launches rockets. They build it, they put it up in the air, they see what breaks, they build another one.
They're embracing failure.
Yeah, embracing failure. Oh, and we went to the art supply store today, and I bought some ink. It's fabric ink for lino block printing. So I'm going to try and print like a garden. It'll say garden fork in kind of blocky but hand-carved letters on a big piece of lino block. And then I'm going to try fabric printing that on gray T-shirts. It'll be black ink on gray T-shirts.
That was a cool store. It was in like an old warehouse.
Yeah. Oh, I will also put a picture of the amazing, it's called a bow roof. This building is probably almost 100 feet across. Maybe it's 60 or 80. There's no columns in the building. And it's got concrete walls and a wooden flat roof. But the middle of it has a bowed section. And the lattice work, the support trusses for that thing is phenomenal. And it's a good example of how you can take the weight from the center and push it to the sides. Distribute to the sides. Yeah, it's and then the art store itself was a lot of fun. So I'm going to try printing on fabric. And I got another free sewing machine. My friend Tony got it on what's the app that I use?
Craigslist?
No, Free for All. I talk about it all the time. Oh, it's on the thing that we're recording on. Oh, Buy Not Sell is the app.
Buy Not Sell?
Yeah. I'll link to it. But there's also a ton of Facebook groups. I don't think there's an official corporation that creates the Facebook groups. But at least in Brooklyn, the Buy Not Sell Facebook groups are broken up by area. And it's like Prospect Heights is a separate Facebook group than Park Slope. And you're not allowed, I guess this is the local admins, you're not allowed to be a member of the Park Slope group and the Prospect Heights group.
You really?
Because Tony is a member of both, and he was finally found out.
I don't understand the title, buy, not sell.
So instead of selling something on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, like your used chair,
Yeah.
if you just want to give it away to someone that's going to use it, very proactive people are using the app. And, you know, we bought those ceiling fans and we ended up not using them. They were brand new in the box.
Yeah.
I went on Craigslist and there were a ton of people selling ceiling fans, and it didn't seem like any of them were selling. So I put them on buy not sell, and you message through the app to the people that want it, and everyone has to use their real name, which I like. And this couple from like northern Manhattan, up near the Cloisters, if you know where that is. They're like, oh, we're in an apartment and it's really hot in the summers and there's not enough power and electricity to have an air conditioner. We would love it if we could have your ceiling fans. And I'm like, I'm sold. And so I held them for them. Instead of like someone in Park Slope was saying, there were a couple of people that are like, I'll come get it right now. And I said, well, I agreed to hold it for these people. And if they don't come, I'll let you know. But it's called buy, not sell. Did you find it in there, or you're...
No, I'm just confused because I thought it was like more of a trade thing or more of a free giveaway.
It's a free giveaway.
But it says...
Oh, why am I calling it buy? I'm sorry. This is Eric's brain. This is Eric. So it's called buy nothing. I'm sorry. I'm screwing this all up. It's called buy nothing.
That makes more sense.
Buy, not sell. See, I was saying buy, not sell, and it made complete sense to me because it's the curse of knowledge. I know what it is. It's like trickle chargers. Oh, it's called Buy Nothing. Yeah, Buy Nothing is the app.
That makes much more sense.
There's also a Facebook group. So
Buy Nothing makes total sense.
And you're not... Andy's back with another toy. Another stuffed plastic thing. Does it squeak or something?
His name is Red Fox, but he's purple.
Yeah. Well, that's after the comedian Red Fox, you mean? Yeah, well, that's dating us.
Oh, we didn't name it. His grandparents did.
Right, and we didn't know who that was, so we had to look it up. That's how young we are.
I didn't have to look it up.
But anyway, with the Buy Nothing app, it's all karma. Like, karma is boomerang. I believe that's very true. We started this out talking about I screwed up the edit of the video, and then I talked about the battery maintainer in text. And that's how we got to here. Anyway, that should post hopefully this afternoon. The same with this video. If you'd like to become a patron, I offer you all sorts of behind-the-scenes stuff and the after show, which is a second podcast that we do right after we record this one. And in the second podcast, we're going to answer some questions that the patrons asked, and the camera operator can add some color commentary. All right?
All right.
So go out and do cool stuff and make it a great day. Thank you. Thank you again for listening.
I'm going to wallpaper.
Oh, we're putting up wallpaper, and there will be a video about that.
Peel and stick, man.
It's very interesting.
We'll see if it's interesting.
Will they be still married or not?
It should be pretty easy. I think it'll be fine.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Garden Fork Radio is produced in Brooklyn, New York by Garden Fork Media, LLC. Our music is licensed from audioblocks.com and uniquetracks.com. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved. Our producer is Jimmy Goots of hollowbooks.com.